What's up, guys? Welcome back to another HERR Lounge podcast. I'm excited today. My friend's back.
I'm here, y'all.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
And producer Rob. So Marissa will be in and out, guys, because, like she mentioned,
The bitch is working.
the caboose is back, opened up. And so, guys, if you are in Houston, please drop by. Tell them the business hours now, Marissa.
We are Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 5.
Okay.
And then Saturday, 10 to 4. So we're closed Sunday and Monday.
Okay. So, guys, if you're in the Houston area, stop by. You're not doing where you can chill in there anymore, though, right?
No.
You can
in and
only-
out. Grab and go.
Grab and go. So, stop by, guys. Juices are amazing. She's got facial stuff, which
All
is my
kinds of shit.
favorite. And
Facial stuff?
her soap. That's what I wash my face with. Yeah.
Toothpaste, lotions.
Yeah. Remember she gave the Dawn that scrub?
Oh, that's right. Yes, you raved about it. She
There's
shut up
some
about
It
it.
was
We've
real
got some
good.
stuff.
Yeah. So soaps, which I need to order another
Which one?
2, please. The face soaps to wash
Okay.
face.
All right, cool. Fuck yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're not following the Juice Caboose, please do so and stop by and go show some love to the
Amen.
Juice
Hallelujah.
Caboose. And with that being said, let's get started with our positive quote for the day. And it's self-confidence is a superpower. Once you start to believe in yourself, magic starts to happen.
All the time.
Know what I'm saying?
Power of belief.
That's right.
And before we get started, I just want to thank our 3 patrons who
Yeah.
signed up already. So shout out to them, please. This
yeah.
Thursday will be my first journal entry for you guys. I haven't released my 4th of July weekend vlog yet, so I was thinking of maybe giving it to them first before I put it on
YouTube?
YouTube as my entry vlog and kind of
Okay.
talk about it.
Will you
know,
vlog too?
I've always vlogged and then I
Okay.
stopped.
That's a lot of
You
work.
for real right now? Marisol was a vlogging fool.
No,
for a
I'm
hot
saying
minute.
you vlogged 4th of July?
Oh.
Yes, I
Jesus
did the whole
Christ.
weekend. Yeah,
Oh,
because
Lord have mercy.
it was Mickey's weekend birthday. So check this out. You
okay.
know what's so funny? I got it. You know how the phone alerts you when memories.
Patreon.com / HERR Lounge
HERR Lounge.
podcast.
If you haven't signed up yet, please do so, guys. We'll be working on these
Premium content.
premium. Yes, so stay tuned, guys. Before I have this baby, because I don't know how much longer I can survive. I'm over it. You know when people used to say like, or Rob, you don't know, but Marissa, when people say, "Oh, your second pregnancy is so different," I used to hate when people would say that. I'm like, oh,
But it is.
It's the same body. Like, how much different can it be? I apologize in advance to anyone that I ever just said, really? I don't know how that's
Anybody who
possible.
got the eye roll.
So anybody who got that annoyed response, I apologize to you right now because
It's been hell.
I was fine up until like 2 weeks ago. And y'all, so at the very beginning of my pregnancy, I wasn't gaining weight.
Yeah.
Okay. So even the OBGYN was asking like, hey, are you all right? Because you haven't gained no weight since the last time I saw you, which I saw him every 3.5 weeks or something like that. I forget how often I would see him. So I'm like, yeah. I said, but I work out, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, well, just monitor that because, we need to know what's going on. I said, all right, cool. So then after that, it was like half a pound, a pound, not very much. All right. So 4 weeks ago, right, I had gained 5 pounds. Literally from the last time I saw my midwife to the next time I saw her, it was 5 pounds, right?
Yeah.
I just saw her 2 weeks after that, and I gained another 5 pounds. So in the last 4 weeks, I've gained.
Yeah, but it's all baby though.
She said it's like everything you didn't gain. It looks like she's trying to like hurry up and gain it before she comes out. I'm like,
She's trying to get them gains.
I was like, ma'am, can you not? Because I told her that I almost feel like I was having a food disorder because I won't get up in the middle of the night when I get hungry. I'll drink a shitload of water instead. Because I just like think to myself, like, I'm not going to continue to gain this weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've gained 35 pounds total now.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Yeah, but it's all baby.
although
boo.
she tries to tell me that it's good for someone who's got fibroids, right? Because my fibroids are equivalent to another baby, right? She's just kind of said, like, if you didn't have those fibroids in there, I would have had to have questioned your diet. She goes, we would have to put you on a diet because
Yeah.
she goes, but you didn't gain almost like nothing through the whole beginning. It was just normal. And then all of a sudden, bam, she's like, so I think she's doing this final stretch of gaining her weight.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, she can't. Y'all, I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you are overweight, I really admire you for being able to live life.
Was that the nicest way possible? Rob.
I was like, where's she going with this?
Rob?
Y'all, like, I really realize.
Come on, man.
I just, you know what I'm saying? And I mean that because it's a choice. We all know that, right?
Yes.
To be wherever you are in life, like as far as weight is
I
concerned.
choose them cheeseburgers, y'all.
We make those choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of it because after I had that baby, I could have made the choice of no longer breastfeeding because I wanted to focus on myself, right? So we make these choices.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard for somebody my height to be this much weight.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
So how much do you weigh, if you don't mind us asking?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm 197
Oh, wow.
and I'm 5 foot. I'm 5'1".
The damn fly.
5'1".
Look like Mike Pence with a fly.
Don't ask me how
Great.
much I weigh, Rob.
Okay, now I have to.
It's
close.
like insane. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand now why someone, who is overweight is like avoids certain things. Like I understand it now. Like from a trainer's point of view, right? If I had someone I usually was not that like empathetic to someone that was that overweight. I used to be like, well, you kind of put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're here now for me to help you. So don't make excuses while you're here.
Drill sergeant.
Yeah. Ask a lot of my boot camp goers. They'd be
Okay.
like, I used to always say, you and I are not friends between the hour of 9 to 10. I am strictly here as your trainer. And anytime before or after, me and you are friends again. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it for
fair.
them to be focused. And you know what I'm saying? I think now I'll be definitely way more empathetic if anybody who I know is really struggling.
Because with everybody in their bodies, it's different.
It's different.
You're gonna have some people are baby steps.
Yes.
Some people are.
Yep.
And
I understand it now. I can honestly say I understand it now. I can't say that how there's people that what is that show where the trainer gained all the weight and then he tried to lose it to prove a point?
I remember that.
Was it like a Biggest Loser?
Was it Biggest Loser?
Maybe, but there was a trainer that gained all that weight so that he could understand what
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
going
fat
through.
to fit to fat.
And I know it's not the same
fit to
thing.
fat.
I know I'm carrying a baby, so it's different. I know that, but I think I know what it feels like to have to walk a longer distance, right? I have to push myself to go to the gym. Like today, I already paid for my spin class. I am going to my spin class. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that problem with Penny.
You still
There
went.
was nothing that could keep me from working out. It's what kept me going. I felt great. I felt good. It actually, Dawn just yesterday, she said, I can't believe your baby's almost going to get here. I said, I am so ready. I said, it is work.
Marissa walked in here and she was like, "Woo," deep breath, like, I can't wait. I was like, you got a while to go.
You still have
I know. I still have fucking 3 months left.
Yeah, no, I was like, and so I was telling Pete yesterday because, even at the Dan Crenshaw thing that we went to for 4th of July, right? It's a lot of walking back and forth. Oof. And so,
And then it's fucking hot.
Oof.
it was hot. It actually
Luckily,
wasn't
you
too
had some
bad
clouds.
because it was clouds. So it wasn't too bad. But, just the walking, it's like I wanted something to eat, right? So I'm like, Mickey, can you go check what the food trucks are? Because I didn't want to walk all the way over there to check, then all the way back to check. I mean, it was like, and I told Pete, I was like, what is the difference? I finally talked to my midwife about it because I was just feeling like I was being like a nagger, and I don't like nagging. I can't stand people who nag or complain. So I just told her, I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I was like, I am tired all the time. I'm like,
pregnancy,
it's
man.
like I sit down. I'm like, Pete, can you grab this, please? Pete, will you please go get this for me? I'm not somebody that'll be like, can you go grab something for me?
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm gonna get my ass up and go grab what I need, And then it's just like Penny will call me because she needs her booty wiped, right? And I'm just like,
So now you gotta get up.
so now I'm like, okay, let me get up, and I have to push this whole stomach up.
Woo!
And I have pregnancy carpal tunnel. This is like the complaining episode. Yes, I know. So I have pregnancy carpal tunnel. So my hands, I can't. This is as much as I can do.
What?
Yes. So it sucks. Yeah. So I have no sensation in these 3 fingers. Like I don't feel. These are still cool. Like I know that I'm touching this because I'm looking at it, but I can't feel.
Is that normal?
It's totally normal.
Oh, okay.
So you can't give Pete a full reach around.
It's got to be the left hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not as good.
Luckily, what is that called when you can use both hands?
Ambidextrous?
Yeah, there you go.
Or you could just, girl, I don't
Just
know.
the
There-
elbow.
Hey, maybe you could use your
This
feet.
ways.
Some guys like that.
Yeah, feet work too, except for my stomach. That's usually your abs. I don't know. I can't do that.
Hey, speaking of lazy though, we were gonna watch Working Moms, right? Which I know you guys haven't finished it or gotten
I
that
know.
far. I have some things. You have? Okay, okay. So
I'm not done, but I'm pretty.
in the new season, or the season 4 that just
Okay,
came out.
let me tell you where I'm at. I am at where I'm a little upset because she forgave the husband.
Okay, that's a good part. That's a good part. All right, so we were gonna start the new season 4, and we both had just sat down at the same time, and the remote was on the kitchen table.
Damn, I hate when that happens.
And I like literally like 2 hours before I just asked her to get me the charger that she even moved because I had my charger where I had it. Then she moved it. She's like, gets up. And then we sit down at the same time and we look at each other and she goes, I just got up to get you that charger. And I was like, okay, I'll get up in a second. So I just stayed sitting down and she got up angrily and I was like, I said I was going to get up. She's like, in a second. What does that even mean?
I know.
So she got to her remote.
It means that what I'm gonna do is wait to see if you're gonna get up
Yeah.
and get it.
I was going to get up. So then the first episode was a little bit like, we watched it in silence, a little like tension in the air, but nah. So yeah, I'll have to wait till you watch it so we can chat about it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yesterday was funny because I was just telling Pete on the way there. Marissa hasn't watched this, guys, and if you haven't either, just
I
take the
need to.
time. Because what I said was I'm curious as to why she made the lesbian couple, the one lesbian's very religious. Like, who did she know? That was
A lot of gay people are religious.
Yeah, but she's kind of like a super.
Yeah.
Frankie and the other girl,
Frankie and the
right?
new girl. It's not like religious.
What's
it's
the
like
new girl? The Latin girl is
the Hispanic girl. Yeah, the one that got. She used her ex little girlfriend to use her egg so that she can get pregnant.
She had the whole thing like the what do you call it?
The cross, and she like is the priest comes to her house. I mean, it's like. It's what do you call them? Bible thumpers, I guess. Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
like
shit. Gay people have childhood religion trauma.
That's true.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I guess I've never met a gay person who's that. Usually, it's straight people who are just trying to like.
Dude, since you brought that up, okay, why did you bring that up though? Why'd you mention that?
Because I just thought it was an interesting approach as a writer. You know what I'm saying? Like as a writer, who did she know in life that way, or where did she come up with this character? Because I'm always curious. And I was telling Pete when I'm watching stupid work, I told him I was like, I hate that I can't watch anything anymore without wondering.
all the behind the scenes stuff.
Was the writer thinking?
Was a writer thinking? Where did the writer go? Like get away to write these things to create each character? Because each character is it's almost like Sex and the City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like every character is
Totally.
their own character.
But
you
like
know
a
what I'm
real
saying?
funny Sex and the
Yes,
City.
exactly. Yeah.
So the reason I brought it up too, they always do point out stuff like that, like the lesbian thing or the cheating husband or the friend that has the daughter that's a teenager rebel, all that stuff that you can relate to. But in season 4, dude, they hit on everything that you just wish they would have just left alone. They literally have like one of the new kids, in the season is the head of the conservative committee in school. They have a white privilege whole like part of one of the episodes. They touched on all of those different aspects of the
Yeah, I
current
like
political
that.
climate. Yeah, but it was just like they didn't, in my opinion, maybe you'll get to it and you'll see it. It was just kind of thrown together like we have to mention it, right? Like we have to, like the white chick has to be, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about the white privilege. I shouldn't have said that kind of thing. And it's just like, what? Like, all right. I guess you got to mention it all.
Yeah.
You can't
Where did
leave
I
it
miss,
untouched.
Rob, that they ended up in Canada?
That's where they're from.
I know, but didn't she take a job to go to Canada?
She moved to another part of Canada. Yeah, I think from
it's
Edmonton to Toronto. I think. Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
because I was like, I started getting confused. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Another thing, and I know Pete's probably going to bring it up on y'all's podcast, so I won't talk about it too. Well, I guess I don't know if the same people listen to mine. We the People.
What's We the People?
Barack Obama, Michelle Obama.
Who else?
Produced it with Boris, with the guy from Blackish, whoever that producer writer
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Is it a doc? Is it a show?
You remember, Rob, you might be too young. Marissa, Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, it's the crazy animation cartoon thing, right? Mm-hmm. I did see that.
Do you remember Schoolhouse Rock, Marissa?
Yes.
So they're kind of trying to teach you
Yes.
politics that way.
Yes. I saw that. What'd you think
Don't,
about it?
Don't.
Have you watched it?
I stopped after episode 3.
Oh, so
I'm
you
done with
tried
this.
to watch it.
I'm done with this.
Oh, I saw the trailer. I only saw the trailer.
Because if you go watch.
I would never watch anything that Barack and Michelle
So
do
if
or
you
put
watch,
together.
and that's what I'm mad about is somebody who's a president for you
girl,
to push
just 'cause they're
this.
president don't mean anything.
I know, but you should know better. You should know better than to try to teach bullshit like this. That's what I was upset about.
Yeah.
Because if you want to educate someone on where you stand, that's okay. Because we all have opinions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind you making a documentary or whatever on your point of view because that's where you stand. But that's not what Bill of Rights completely is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole little thing about the Bill of Rights. And then, of course, they had to add the Second Amendment, right? But the right to carry didn't mean the same in my days as it does, like what it means today. Basically saying like we, the new generation, has changed what the right to carry is versus back in the days. So they added that in there. It's these little. You got to catch them though.
Yeah.
You got to catch them. So pay attention if you decide to watch it, and I gave it a minute because I was like, I want to give it a minute because I'm open to anybody.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, Tim Pool.
Well, maybe you should finish it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Man,
saying,
I'm
maybe you
harsh.
should just finish it.
It was harsh.
I know.
It was
Yep.
harsh to watch because that's the
How
problem.
much left? How much is there left?
I don't know how many episodes there are, but I was on 3. So I'm assuming there's just...
Meanwhile, Marissa said, I've never watched anything they produce.
I mean, she's the one who started watching it. I'm
I
just saying, finish
Well, I
it.
get out the shower and Pete's watched it. And I was like, oh, what is this?
We were just talking about Tim Pool.
We
right
were,
now.
yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
What I like about him is that he's on the left,
Yeah.
right? But he's very like...
There's a lot of lefties that give it to you straight,
And that's what I like.
And this is what
Yeah.
this is why I hate when people use left in a derogatory way because it's really not leftists, it's liberals. They're the ones fucking everything up. The Democratic
But then a
establishment.
classical liberal's like, well, this is not the same
Yeah.
thing.
And look, the Democratic establishment hates the left. The Republican establishment also hates the left because I think leftists are more concerned with systems and the structure. They're not worried about mesh penises and all that other, but it's the liberals that really are the ones that kind of push this
Yeah.
bullshit, or they're more worried about the structure. But you've got badasses like Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, Crystal Ball, Aaron Mate,
Jimmy Dore.
Kyle Kalinske, Matt Taibbi. These are real.
And I still have not listened to the European guy. What's his name?
The European guy.
What's his name?
Pierce Morgan?
What European guy?
He's got the really bad teeth with the long hair. He looks like
Oh, Russell
Jesus.
Brand?
Russell Brand.
Oh,
because
yeah,
I hear he's pretty
yeah.
damn good too. But I haven't had the time to listen to his podcast. They said he's also very left, but
Yeah.
we'll give it
Glenn
and that's what
Glenn Greenwald?
That's what I
And
appreciate.
that's
when people,
why Democrats hate lefties. Because they're always pointing the bullshit out. They're not liberals. Liberals are completely different. And I think that leftists get a bad rap behind the bullshit that the liberals
And
do.
you know
but
how
it's not the same.
I know it always feel like, does this bitch not talk about anything else except for transforming? I get it.
Transforming?
But
Are there
my
cars in
gosh,
disguise? What's going on?
it's like I can't take any more of this.
Are you bringing out the Wii Spa or what? Did y'all?
Okay, the Wii Spa is a whole other thing. But what about the guy who created him? He never. You didn't feel you Korean?
You brought it up to me before you got here. She was showing me the video before you got here.
She
That
sent it
was
to me yesterday.
disturbing.
Do you know it's been in my notes? I meant to talk about it when we were on.
Oh,
And I forgot
week?
last
Oh.
week, and I forgot to talk about
Yeah,
it.
we talked about it on RPT. It was It's wild.
That's disturbing, y'all.
Y'all.
We talked about
But why is that
transracial not
okay?
that long ago on
But why
this
is
one.
that okay?
Oh shit! I just hear myself now.
Oh, it's probably the
shit.
one.
I had to bang the tape.
But why is that okay? So now if I feel like I'm black, when that one lady who said she felt black, acted black.
Rachel Dozier.
Okay,
What
she
is
was-
Dozier?
Doziak or Dozier.
So
We just talked about this.
exactly. So there was okay with that. Everybody was I mean, everybody had a problem with
everybody
that.
bashed her.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
now this guy, oh my God, everybody's
He's so
applauding him. He's so brave.
She said that, right? She was saying that. The Rachel lady was saying that.
Well, she chose to be black, and black people are not feeling.
no,
that.
she was saying that about him. Like, yeah, I support you. And
Yeah, but what she's saying is when Rachel came out as transracial,
yes.
she didn't get the support that this guy is getting.
Oh no, but she was the head of the NAACP or what have you.
I know, but it's just ridiculous. It's stop.
No.
Please just stop.
Where's Tim Dillon when you need him?
This is overboard.
Yeah.
You are fucking going overboard.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree.
Now, the Wii Spa thing,
Did you see the Wii Spa
I
video?
didn't want to talk
What is
about
Wii
that.
Spa?
Oh, why not?
What's we
Because again, I know I seem
How
to
do I
talk
spell
about
it?
I seem to be
W-I?
talking about this shit all the time, and I just feel like,
What's on your mind? That's what you
man,
know, her lounge.
So check this
Nothing's
out,
off
Marissa.
Tell me.
Let me see what you would do.
Can you paint the scenario for her as
Yes.
if she's a lady? Okay.
So you're at a spa.
Put the phone down.
Oh.
She's gonna explain it to you.
I saw that. She was saying he has a dick
walking around
in the rest, right?
and she
in
had
the
a little
ladies
girls.
section of the spa, and she has her daughter with her.
I saw it on Rogan because they played.
Oh,
a
they
clip.
did talk
They
about
played
it,
a
yeah.
clip.
They did.
I mean, come on,
He feels
guys.
like a woman, but I can see his dick.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
I mean, we
it was
can't.
With Tim.
Tim,
With Tim.
You can't. It's you're gonna have to make a section for transgenders.
But then the little riot that followed this on Saturday was like the
What right?
the protest. Sorry, the protest that followed where they were protesting the spa, and then Antifa / whatever came to protest the protesters, and then became violent. And it was like one of the most violent little protests.
Wait, and then they say that Antifa planted that person in there. That's what I just read. I just read that. I literally
inside the
just
spa?
saw that. Yeah, that Antifa was the one that supposedly sent this transgender woman.
even if they had though, the spa was like, I mean, they identify as a woman. Like,
No,
It doesn't fucking matter. I see his dick hanging from his fucking body.
No, you can't. It's just not, guys. It's not gonna work. It's not going to work. Like it's not. And I told Pete this yesterday because we were talking about this because I was just telling him, I don't know what I said. I said, oh, I know what it was. 'Cause
I missed coming over here, yo.
I know what it was. I was like,
just lighting everything
I was
on
just
fire.
done.
Right?
I was y'all, my feet are so swollen that I'm getting these little bruises.
Oh,
okay.
shit, for real, boo?
Yeah.
Underneath your feet?
I have it on my ankles over here. And so I told him,
I
said-
ordered me some Crocs.
and I said,
Gross.
I know, but
Sorry.
dude, standing up all day.
I understand.
Your feet,
Fucking killing me, man. I'm over there chopping all day long. I'm like, I can't do this.
I came out of I was about to jump in the shower, and then I come out. I said, you see these feet? I said, look at this. I said, you're going to tell me a fucking man would be able to put up with this shit?
Hey now.
Fuck no.
Hey now.
Amen.
I was like, not one
Hallelujah.
man would survive this. I'm telling you that right now. And I was just like, no. I was like, you're not. This is not. And I told Pete, I don't care anymore. I don't care what anybody wants to tell me. No one puts up with this except for a female. No one does. Say what you want to say. Feel how you want to feel. I will call you Jim if you want. But at the end of the day, you have a uterus and you have a vagina. You create a placenta. You are a female in here, inside. I don't care. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm saying it as it is. And I don't care if this comes out. I don't care anymore.
What about when
because
you run for political office in the future, girl?
I don't
be saying
care.
that shit.
I don't care.
She's got too many skeletons
This
in the
has
closet.
got to stop. You know what I'm saying? This has got to stop. It's getting ridiculous. So now when I go to a spa, I have to fear like, are you really? And we don't know. We don't know. So what are they going to be walking around with the card that really says like, I really do identify as a female. I just haven't cut
As
off my
long
penis
as you don't
yet?
show me your dick, we'll be all right. Because I mean, even at the spa, I will have my gun.
I mean,
I'm serious.
But do you understand?
I
can you imagine if you and you and the baby are there, Marissa, and she's little? Let's just say you took her with you. Even Mickey, she's a teenager now, so she can go. She can go to a spa with me. You know what I'm saying? Where I would take her with me. What do I say to her?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, baby. Well, she identifies as a female, so.
Yeah.
But she's got a penis. Yeah, I know, but I mean.
This is Joe's America.
Just keep your dick to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
You have to. And I told you guys a long time ago, I don't remember what airport I was in, but I remember I saw a transgender restroom in the airport. So the female, half of it had a dress and the other half did not. And I remember I posted it in my story.
You got some shit for that, didn't you?
And I had a girl that I knew from Zumba attack me. How dare you say that? Because I said, finally, we're being more open-minded, right? Is what I said.
Okay.
And she said, oh, you think that's okay? That's because you don't have children. So, and I always remember her, and too bad I'm not friends with her anymore. Well, she blocked me.
Was it a separate restroom, though?
It was like one of the multifamily ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a multifamily restroom. I think I still have the picture. I should make that my like little what do you call it, a thumbnail?
Highlight?
Yeah, to show you guys. It was a restroom, just like a family restroom. So it's like transgender.
But in a family restroom, you're not in there with multiple people at one time. It's only
one
you and your kids.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like, so if you're transgender, this is your restroom.
I've seen more pictures of those where it's like there's the men's, the women's, and then they have the half dress.
Yeah, it's a half a dress, and then the other half has nothing.
I wouldn't even know that was a...
Yeah.
I would have never even known. That's so fucking crazy, guys.
And you want to be like nice and open-minded about shit, but at a certain point, like I went to go pick up curbside, right? Maybe you guys can chime in on this. And it's gotten to the point I say yes or no, ma'am, yes, ma'am, whatever.
Yes.
Just because that's just how I grew up. Maybe it's a Southern thing, I don't know. But if I'm getting my curbside and stuff, and it's like, thank you, ma'am, and I'm like, oh shit, I'll say in my head, should I have said thank you, ma'am, thank you, sir? I still say it, but it's like, why am I starting to think that maybe I shouldn't say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am?
Are you supposed to say they? Thank you, they?
Thank you, they. That's not, what am I, retarded?
Or just say they. I mean, just say thank you. Just say thank you.
No, totally. That's the argument, right? Just say thank you. But also, that's the way I was raised.
Yeah, but it's
say,
like,
yes,
same.
ma'am, no, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
But do you see how slowly that's going to start to change?
And that's the point I want to make.
Years,
that's the point I want to make.
They're not going to say thank you, ma'am.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir.
The same thing that happened to Merry Christmas. It was Happy Holidays. You can't say Merry Christmas. That kind of shit. Like slowly it starts seeping into
Merry
the...
Christmas,
Of course. Yeah, well, because we're rebels.
And there's a lot of people, I mean, I had a Jewish boss for so long, and he would even celebrate Christmas because he said his kids are American.
That's cool.
I mean, that's just, it doesn't change what he was taught or what he believes.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was funny because yesterday, Penny's 2, mind you, right? So she's looking at these little girls and she's trying to tell me that she doesn't like what she's watching. So she'll say, "Están feas las niñas." She'll say little girls are ugly, right? And so Mickey's like,
who raised her?
and she's like, did she just say the little girls are ugly? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, well, you're ugly, Penny. She tells her that, right? She's like, look at your hair. It's all messed up and blah, blah, blah. And then so Penny comes and tells me, hey, Sissy me dijo that my hair is ugly. And I said, no, it's not. It's beautiful. And so she's like, well, she just said those little girls are ugly. That's not nice. I said, well, that's okay because she needs to have an opinion. If she thinks they're ugly, then they're ugly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said, don't you see someone and you think like, oh man, they're ugly. And she's like, well, yeah, but I don't see. She said, yeah, but I don't say it out loud. I said, I know, but we're in our house. Who's going to hear her? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's exactly what Pete said right after I said that. She's like,
what did he say?
And she's 2.
And she's 2. And she's 2.
Yeah.
She's 2.
And Mickey's like, well, I guess if that's what you want to teach her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
all right. TikTok influencer.
Yeah, right. I was like, no, yeah, that is what I want to teach her. I said, I want to teach her to have a voice and that it's okay to have an opinion, even if you don't agree with whatever somebody else says.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, she was so confused. But I wasn't saying it like in a bad way. Like, yes, you should call someone ugly. But I knew I knew that she wasn't saying.
You knew she wanted to change the channel.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew that what she meant. But then when I saw where Mickey was taking it, I was like, wait a minute. No, let me explain something to you. Just like I used to tell her when she would say that the teacher said something And I would say, okay, well, you tell her that that's not how it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, she'd look at me and be like, and if she has a problem, you can tell her she can call me.
Yeah.
I'm not having that. I'm not having my child bow down to whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, and I told her, and I also would tell Mickey, do not say it in a disrespectful way. You don't say it like in a rude way.
Yeah.
You say it very politely, and you don't need to raise your voice. You don't have to do any of that. But you should have the right to feel and say what you want to say. If you don't think something's right, you speak up. Be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not letting Penny not speak up, you know?
Hey, how do you spell doula?
Doula.
Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, yo, that's a dumb question, right?
Wow, you did that though.
I did not know, so I didn't know if I should bring this up or not. But since we're on the subject of all these kind of taboo subjects, why these doulas created a kid's book about abortion? And
You need to ask them bitches.
It's in Women's Health. These children's book explore the world of abortion care in Women's Health,
Well,
written by doulas.
okay, but now
Boy.
what are they saying about abortion? Are they saying here are your options? This is what you can do?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. Let's see, it's in small print. Whether adults realize it or not, kids are exposed to the concepts of abortions from an early age, from social media, television, radio, overheard conversations by adults, campaign materials, even old billboards on the highway. It is for that reason 2 people in the U.S. have written and published What's an Abortion Anyway? ? The first ever children's book about abortion care.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I had gone to my kids' school this past school year, and there was signs. So it's one side is where the school's at, and then the other side is where the church is at. And there were signs that were like anti-abortion signs, and there was like a couple of them that had like a fetus that was like chopped up.
Oh my God!
It was great. It was on the church side because you know it's a Catholic.
Side.
It was a Catholic.
It wasn't
it's a
on the
Catholic-
school side.
It wasn't on the school side, but still, when you pick up your kids from the school side
Yeah.
and you walk down that sidewalk,
Man.
But imagine getting a highlights book, like going to find a highlights book, and this is the book that's in the same.
so the kids are exposed
Yeah.
to this. I mean, you're right, but that right there,
I mean, I just wanted to bring it up just to keep stirring
it's
the pot.
just too much.
Well, that's just like that thing that Pete posted where the man is supposedly having a baby.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
It's holding the baby,
one?
right?
I follow midwives, and I follow different, you know,
I can't with you.
and I just like,
This one, right?
yes.
You saw that, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I don't remember what the commentary was.
About people calling him a bigot for that.
Comply to the new
I
verbiage
always
or
get on.
labeled a bigot.
I always have to keep up with my bigotry, so I get on his page. But my favorite one was the one about, and he's so right, man, because the fucking chick that they're not letting run anymore.
It's with the weed?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
like, but they can have dicks though,
Yeah.
but they can't smoke weed.
After her mom died, you know, she's trying to deal with the anxiety of it. But she took it with class.
This is what I can't.
I don't understand that either. You know, I don't understand also. Listen, if you are representing America
Oh, Gwen
and
Berry.
you are fucking not acknowledging the flag and putting your hand, I need you to not represent my country.
I totally agree with you.
And you know, and that's the thing. Look, everybody has their issues with this country. I get it. But if you are that upset, then don't compete.
Yeah, you can't
Exactly.
be on Team USA.
You cannot.
You don't compete.
And you know what? And then you know what she said? She made a video,
Oh, yeah?
and she said,
About the song? About the anthem?
I did
You
what
have the right not to compete.
Yeah. What'd she
I
say?
basically I did what I did, and what? Period. This is my people. What people? Where were your people from? Are you from another country? What country are you from?
Right. Yeah, apparently her publicist didn't clean her website before she made that stance because there's pictures of her from previous trials holding the American flag, smiling, you know, on the podium. So it's like, what happened? That was just a couple years ago.
But that all goes back to, and again, we talked about this before we started the podcast. Do we have a fucked up history? Absolutely. That's in any country that you go to. There's
Yeah.
always, and we have to acknowledge it, and we have to acknowledge that there's still pain, and there's still people who are very upset because they don't feel like anything's been done. And I get it, and I understand. But this kind of goes back to programming, where we're starting to. It's kind of like, well, I was listening to Tim Pool last night, and that education lady that he had on. And that right there is just the outcome of young people being told how shitty this place is. Being told that this place hates you and this you don't belong here. I mean, this is all kind of like the program. It was like they were talking about those books that these little kids are reading now. Because we were talking about critical race theory, and I learned it in college, not as a little kid. But some of these books that they're using to even indoctrinate children, right? And Tim Pool brought up Hitler and how he was saying that he was going directly to the child, right? He was trying to get in the child's mind. He didn't want the parents teaching them anything.
Right.
And so this is kind of like what you see when you see this programming going on, where they're getting to the kids and they're teaching them things that maybe the parent wouldn't teach them. And it only took 2 years for her to change her mind.
Yeah.
How much she hates this country.
Yeah.
It didn't take long. And I think that it's little by little, these little droplets of like division, like this is still your country. This is still our home. I understand. Trust me. We just talked about this. Like, I understand that there's issues, but
you know who I'm also over, and I need to read it because I haven't read it yet. But the Team USA soccer girls, like they couldn't.
Two of them.
They couldn't create more of. I mean, they had the 4th of July there was a World War II vet there in a wheelchair.
He was
playing a harmonica.
94 years old.
Yeah, 94 years old. And they turned their back to him and the anthem while he was playing it on harmonica and stuff. And it's just like, why would you do that?
I think because that's just, it's that woke bullshit, man.
Yeah, but they're on Team USA.
Yeah, no, then you don't need to be on our team.
And that's the thing. Then don't compete.
Yeah, that's the only thing you could say.
That's my thing. Get off my team then.
Yeah, but and then also you hear the people that say like that you have to accept that that's part of America where you can do that here. Like, yeah, it's allowed here,
and it's true,
and they can do that,
I mean,
and that's part of being
And
American.
it's the only country that can do that.
Totally.
Okay,
You're absolutely
let's talk
right.
about this. Do you think a motherfucker from China could do that?
You will get disappeared.
North Korea.
You will get disappeared.
Any other country.
Instantly. Putin
Bitch,
will disappear
you
you.
will fucking get stabbed when you get back
Yeah.
on the plane.
Yeah. You'll be throwing a pit of bears in Russia.
Boo, those people from like Iraq and shit, when they compete, if they lose, it's bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting overboard. Oh, and I saw that when Pete put like young get triggered from, that was a picture from last year, and people did get triggered.
I remember.
What?
It was like a 4th of July picture.
People got triggered from y'all's family picture?
Last year, dude.
We got attacked.
Did he come out yet?
No.
Did he come out yet?
No, he hadn't come out yet.
He hadn't come out yet?
Nope.
Elections hadn't happened.
And they were mad? It's 4th of July, boo.
Oh,
It's...
Do you know what? I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. And when it happened, he goes, look at this. And I was like, we were at it was fucking during the pandemic. There was nothing else to do. We go stay at a hotel, the one that's shaped like a Texas.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're out there hanging out. And I always make sure, listen, this dressing up for 4th of July thing didn't just start today. Okay. I listen, and I forgot to post it just because I was waiting for someone to make a comment, but no one has. Here's the thing. For my Zumba classes, the day before the 4th of July, if you came in dressed red, white, and blue, I'd let you come to my class for free.
Damn, that's a great incentive.
So you would come to my class for free. This is nothing new. I would go 100% out every time. I didn't just start doing this. And so I was waiting for someone to make the comment. They didn't make it on mine. They made it on my husband's, so I couldn't do it. But I was ready with my picture because...
Why doesn't he just shut off the comments? Because he likes it. Because he likes it.
Where's the fun in that?
He likes it. Okay, y'all. This is me at my Zumba class for 4th of July.
Let me see. Oh.
I go 100% all out. From boots to hair to everything. You guys don't understand. This didn't just start like
and it's
last
not even
year.
Just that. That's what we do with all holidays.
Yeah,
we go crazy. Christmas, we go crazy.
I didn't just start this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am both. I acknowledge where I come from. My dad,
both cultures.
my mom, you know what I'm saying? It's like 100%. Because Pete's like, so because he knows that I like to dress up the girls for September 16th, right? I do it for Cinco de Mayo. He goes, what are you going to do this year? I said, do the same damn thing I do every year. Why can't I?
I don't understand why you have to pick a side.
I don't.
And look, it doesn't matter who lost or who won. What I always like to just remind myself is that Mexico goes very deep in this country. And so we're intertwined. Like, no matter how it ended up, now that, Mexico is no longer, but that culture is still ingrained in the fibers of a lot of this country. And so how do you try to deny one or the other? It's both. Like, it's so intertwined already. Like, I'm
over it. Like, stop with that. I'm over anybody that says anything. Do you guys remember when it was Mexico and USA for the soccer?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's the best game of the year.
I wore a Mexican hat and I wore a USA jersey.
Give me a high five on that shit.
Because to me, they're both me.
Yes,
yeah.
They're both you.
They're both
what
me.
The fuck?
And everybody's like, no, you got to pick a side. I said, no, I don't. I hope either one of them wins. I'm happy because I represent both. They're both me. I'm from the United States of America. I completely acknowledge it. I'm thankful that that my parents made this decision. Thank you. Although my mom says this was not her choice to be here. She reminds me of that all the time.
But we're all Americans. If you really want to break it down, Los Tigres, I'm sorry, they've been talking political shit for a long time. North America, South America, we're all Americans. We're Americans.
It's just like, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it was like, I have a Germany soccer jersey. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like, these are my soccer games. I'm going to wear the American flag, the American jersey whenever the America's playing, whoever they're playing. Mm-hmm. When it was the Mexico against the USA, I remember I was at a bar and, Mexicans just, they're mad as fuck because you're wearing both. You got to make a decision. I said, no, I don't.
I was mad as hell yesterday when that women beat Mexico. I was legit rooting for Mexico yesterday.
We can do that. But we can do that.
The winner, USA won 4-0.
But we can do that though.
No, totally.
That's why I was like,
I just feel like we get the best of both worlds.
No, I told Pete, I was like, if anybody makes a comment and says, "Oh, now y'all want to do it," I want to post it. All my and to be honest with you, 4th of July, before when I was single, was spent on the river.
Getting all fucked
party
up.
Exactly. Partied
drinking up that freedom.
I made sure my bathing suit was 4th of July. I made sure my bandana I was wearing on my hair was 4th of July. Like, you don't understand. Like, I celebrate it because I'm from here, and if you don't like it, then I don't know. Maybe find a country that suits what you believe in, right? Instead of bashing it.
But look,
let's work at making it better. How about that?
And that's the thing. It's like I feel like we have the right to complain. We're taxpayers,
of course,
and this is our family. That's kind of like being in a marriage and telling somebody that you don't like 2 things, and they say, well, divorce me then. It's like, no, it's just these 2 things that I want you to fix, right? And for me, I look at this country like, this is our family, and I have some grievances. There's some things I'm pissed off about, but I also have the freedom to bring those things to the table and do what I feel like I need to do to try to make some waves, try to bring some noise. But that doesn't mean that if you complain, go find somewhere else to live. That just means we got a lot of work to do and we got things that we need to fix. But
but when you're turning away from the national anthem and you're disrespecting, listen, the national anthem came on. Everybody was being loud at the event this 4th of July. Everybody was being loud, and then all of a sudden, people started realizing that because there's so many people there.
Yeah,
the DJ's playing
it's
and everything's loud. But when people started realizing that it was the national anthem, I had never heard so much silence in my life. There was look, guys, I'm like getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
So much silence, and everybody just turned around. They were looking for a flag, and they faced it, and it was like,
yeah. This is old videos of Usain Bolt when he's getting interviewed after he won, his record-setting matches, and they start playing the U.S. anthem. And he stops the reporter. He's like, national anthem, and he stops the interview midway and starts, fucking. It's like, that's respect for
exactly. And Penny was like, "What's going on?" Because she's like talking to him like, "Shh, I'm like going like this to her. I'm like, "Pon la mano aquí," and she's like, "What?" She's like not knowing what to do. She's like looking at everybody that everybody's got their hand over there. So she's like, "Okay." She's like still like talking to me, "Mommy," and her hand's still here. I'm like, she don't get it, but that's all right. Her hand is still there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A for effort.
It was, yeah, exactly. It was just
it would be an honor, you know, to represent your country,
Totally.
to go to the Olympics. And even if you disagree with a lot of things, like I said, we have to put on a united front because you can't be doing that shit.
Yeah, united we stand, divided we fall.
You put up a united
100%.
front.
Yep,
you
I
do
agree.
what you got to do because still, at the end of the day,
and if you have that much influence, right? You should be working at getting other people to work with you. Like, this
That's
is what
right.
I feel. This is what I believe in.
Amen.
I want to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I may not agree with this, and this, but this is the country I represent. Blah blah blah. Right?
Yep.
Wouldn't that be the more mature thing to do than you sitting there?
it's the most productive thing to do.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at
Yeah.
it.
Because you perpetuate that division when we're already fighting with hundreds of years of division. It's like keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going.
And what's happening right now isn't helping either. More people are divided than ever. Like, I've never seen this much
Yeah.
division in my life. Never. Like, I swear to you, maybe I was in a bubble. Maybe when you grew up in the hood, you don't see division because you're kind of all the same. I don't know. But to be honest with you, even when I went to my high school, which was an all-white high school, I still didn't feel...
Dude, same way. Like, small town USAS.
I'm sorry.
I didn't feel no division.
I didn't feel like you were better than me at no point just
Yeah.
because you had an elevator in your house.
Yeah.
Now, I was impressed by it. I was like, damn, this bitch got an elevator in her house. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I went back home after a soccer practice, and I went to go hang out at her house. And it was like, I told my mom, I was like, Ma, Samantha's got an elevator in her house. She's like, oh, they're lazy. That was my mom's response. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that didn't make me feel like,
Inferior.
oh, they're better. No, that just made me feel like, damn, that's what's up. Like, you know, okay, I see y'all. You know, like, I've never felt like, I'm sorry. Like, I've never felt better. Like, any race was better than me. Like, oh, I can't do something because you're white and I'm not, or you're black and I'm not. Never.
Marisol's like, I got to walk to my part-time job, but that's cool, though. You got an elevator in your
Yeah,
house.
exactly. I was like, I still had to go work as a waitress. No, my mom didn't let me work. I had to get a job behind her back, and I got in trouble.
At the dealership, right? Was that behind her?
I was a waitress at a retirement home, and one day my friend.
Oh, wait a minute. A waitress at a retirement home?
Yeah.
She told us this.
Yeah,
know this.
my mom couldn't. My friend's mom couldn't take us to work, so I had to tell my mom,
That's
like,
right.
"Hey, I gotta
yeah.
go to work." She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I got a job. She's like, "Why?" I really didn't need one. I just
Yeah.
hated asking my mom
Yeah.
for money. I couldn't stand her throwing it in my face like, "I just gave you money last week." I know that was like last week though. It's a new week. Like, can I get some money again?
Yeah.
You know. So I used to hate it. So I just got a job. But
You know who keeps getting more and more ignored? Just women in general.
totally.
You know? I think about that every time
But we're
talking about-
allowing it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring
We're
up.
allowing it. That's why it makes me so mad. It's why it makes me. Where are you feminists right now?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you, Miss Women Power?
Quiet as fuck.
Oh, everything else is okay, right? You're okay with... No, bitch. He is not a woman. He is not a woman. He cannot be a part of this tribe.
I just don't even know what to say.
You're just gazing off into the distance, just like,
But she's right. I mean,
You can't. You can't.
where are they?
Where are y'all right now, Miss... You know, like, I'm just over it.
listening to this podcast.
Yeah, it's
hopefully.
like yeah, I hope you are, and you know, and I want for someone to give me their point of view. Like, I would love to find a feminist who really like welcomes, because I want to see. Maybe that's the part I'm missing. Maybe that's why I don't get it, because no one else on the other side is doing a great job of of explaining why they accept this.
But I really feel like those old school feminists from like the 60s are not like these new feminists
I can
now.
see that.
'Cause they
Oh, yeah.
were really
for sure.
they were really, these bitches were really going hard
Yeah.
for women to get 4 weeks off of,
Yeah.
you know, after having a
Maternity leave.
maternity leave. I mean, they were really fighting the fight.
Yeah.
And so now I don't even, I don't even know what
What are you fighting for right now? You've already
into.
What are you fighting for that's not equal? Because
That's
you're
a good
letting a
question.
man
Yeah.
come into this realm of supposedly, unfairness, you know what I'm saying, of oppression of women. You know what I'm saying? So what? What are you doing now? What's going on now?
Yeah, Tim Dillon actually made a good point. He was like, "There's no more money in fighting for gay rights because we have all the rights we fought for, right? Like, what are they stopping us from doing?" And the same thing for women. So all these organizations that still have money behind them, pushing these people that are working towards these so-called rights, have to go somewhere. So they're all going towards this transgender, non-binary route because
it's so strange.
Yeah,
And then speaking of all this, the BET Awards, right? Where the guy that did is his name Lil Nas?
Oh, Lil Nas X.
Oh, the gay guy.
Okay, so I told Pete, I said, he didn't do the God thing with that last song. He didn't do that on stage. That might have not been allowed.
The Satan thing?
He didn't do it. He didn't do the Satan thing. Okay. But he did this Egyptian thing. Okay, from a dancer's point of view, my God, the dancing was amazing.
Okay.
From a production point of view, my God, like the costumes, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My G,
Where's
you did not
going?
have to end with tonguing down the guy at the end of your, you know what I'm saying, performance. Okay, but here's the funny thing. So I found this. I guess he's a black gay
Madonna and
conservative
Britney
guy.
did it, remember?
Yeah, but that's hot.
No, listen, but they kind of kissed.
They did tongue? You don't remember the tongue?
I know, but this one was a little bit different.
There was some tongue going on.
This one was like, let me put all the saliva I can on your face. Like it was like for I don't know how long. And BET zoomed in, made sure to grab it all, right? Yeah. Okay. And I saw this TikTok from this black conservative gay guy. Hilarious. He said, these 72-hour gay guys come out and do too much.
That's funny.
72-hour gay guys. They're like, you just came out. You can't be doing all this.
That's funny.
And he's like,
Baby steps, pace yourself.
he's like, and most gay guys, basically, like he was saying, like it's almost like how we're talking about like the old school feminist, and now it's almost like he was saying like, I don't even want to say this, but I guess the original gays were not like, you know what I'm saying, weren't all this. It's like we're gay, we're proud, good for us.
The real
you know what
OGs.
I'm saying? The real OGs, we're good. You know what I'm saying? And it was like he was saying, which was a very interesting point of view, right? He was saying basically he's like, I don't understand this mass acceptance from people. Like, why? Like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I'm still going to be me, which is a great point. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
why do we have to be forced to accept
he's
anything?
like, I don't care if you don't accept me. I accept me.
Yeah.
And he's like, and my family accepts me. And that's all I give a fuck about.
Yep.
And he's like, quit being a 72-hour homosexual. He was just going on about it, like talking shit about it. He's like, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing it was
or
hilarious.
a 72-hour activist.
Yeah.
Like this is all this little pretend activism. You know, like they're activists on the internet, but in real life, what are they doing?
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. It's just it's so irritating.
Yeah, it is a small minority, right? They're just really loud.
Yeah.
Very true.
Very
true.
It's funny because it's just so much going on. And this event on 4th of July, I was telling Pete, I was like, how many people there do you think are really conservative? And how many people? He's like, there's no way any Democrats or liberals were here. I was like, you don't think so?
Yeah, but I'm a Democrat and I voted for Dan Crenshaw since he's been on a ballot.
No, I'm
know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
people
Like-
that attended the event. We were curious. Like, if there, I said, do you think any? He's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, everybody was red, white, and blue yesterday. Like, everybody there, right?
Yeah,
there
liberals probably weren't going to pay to go party.
That's what he was saying. He's
Yeah.
like, no liberal's going to pay. He goes, because this was a donation to his campaign.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he was like, they're not going to do that. But, they had great vendors there. They sold alcohol. Security, everybody there was like super duper, like friendly, helpful. Nobody was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, everybody was there having a good time.
How could you not? You're at what's that place called?
Yeah, what was that place called? Do you remember?
Mar-a-Lago or
No,
no?
that's in
I'm sorry,
Florida.
that's in Florida.
Whoa, you went to Mar-a-Lago, didn't tell us?
You didn't take me.
It's
We're
like
gonna have a problem.
lagoon
I'm angry.
something. It's called lagoon something.
Something Lagoon Mar Lagoon.
Yeah,
or
that's something like that. It's
I wanna
like
go.
Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you haven't gone, you can go. It is in the subdivision.
Oh.
So it's part of, that's pretty cool.
so
because
so it's not available to the public.
it is. There's a
Okay.
Payne side, then there's the subdivision side.
That's cool.
Okay.
I want to live around there.
And no, I told Pete.
That's going south, right?
It's going to Galveston.
Okay.
Oh, I
All
was
right,
totally
cool.
off.
Yeah, and it was well, I think there's two because they changed the location. At first I thought it was in Huntsville.
That's what I thought I was going north.
Okay, so yeah.
And so then all of a sudden it said this place. And I was like, oh, okay, there must be two of these subdivisions. Maybe the same builder.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was really cool. And Pete's always like, well, you always say you'd like to be close to the beach. 'Cause that's really, he's like,
so y'all might go
he's like,
south.
what if we do here? And I was like,
That's not a bad
bro,
idea.
this is far as fuck.
And it's like further from destination I-10. Like y'all are going out to shows and shit.
I was like, this is really far. And then to go to the airport, I was like, right now, I do a 20-minute drive, to the airport, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But maybe to own, I really want a house in Galveston.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, I really want one. I want that to be my first Airbnb.
Yeah.
So I really want one. There's a show on Discovery, and it's a couple that fixes them up in Galveston.
Girl, I've already looked up all those beach houses in Galveston. So fucking beautiful.
They are. They do a good job. There's actually some pretty cheap
Beautiful.
ones out there that people didn't take care of. You'd have to put a lot of work in, but there's quite a bit because I've looked them up. And they're probably going to need about a good 60,000, 70,000
In work.
But once
they
you
even
do
have
that,
the little itty bitty ones for like,
Yeah.
And they don't. I mean, they need work. I guess you could do whatever with them, but you could still Airbnb a little place like that.
I like
without
to
the work.
Airbnb this location because Kim was telling me that there's a girl that she knows that has 3 houses down on my street, and she Airbnbs them. And guys, she's making $9,000 per house a month.
Nice.
I told Pete, I said, when the fuck we getting out of this house? You know what I'm saying? I said, so I can Airbnb this bitch.
The lady that I mentioned that owns a coffee shop out in Richmond, I started talking to her for a while the other day when I dropped the kids off, after I dropped them off, and she is a realtor. She's been a realtor for like 21 years. The reason she was able to open her business by herself without any investors is because she had a property in Galveston that she renovated and sold and made so much money off of it that she didn't need investors to open her coffee shop. I was
Interesting.
Like, oh, cool.
Yep.
I want to start a business that my return on investment is quicker.
Yeah.
We have real estate.
It's a long play.
It's a long, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it. I mean, I know in the long run, it's going to pay off when we retire. We'll be able to collect from all the houses, but
All right, crypto to the moon. I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't
kidding.
know,
I'm kidding. I'm
like-
totally kidding.
Roams into the dojo.
So is my
doji,
brother. I'm like,
whatever.
no, bro, you're crazy.
yeah, I don't know about that.
The
Oh, but
Doja.
someone was saying, who was telling me? Was it Pete that was telling me, like, if there's been so many people that have gone to the moon, why aren't there sell pictures of it, or like better that someone had come up
Oh,
with
you're
that
talking about the actual
conspiracy?
moon.
Yeah, like no, I know, but right, that's what made me think
Yeah,
of it. Was
gotcha,
it
gotcha.
at the show that y'all went to, the conspiracy
Yes,
place?
yes,
Right,
Sam Tripoli's show.
Yeah, that someone said like
That
if
we
there's
didn't really go.
It's forever a conspiracy that I'm on board with it. I'm down to have people.
I don't trust anything these motherfuckers say, so I believe that we didn't go.
like I hadn't heard about like okay, so I had heard about it, but I hadn't sat there and paid attention about the lady from China that
Oh,
came over here.
The defector?
Yes,
Bro, she's gonna be on Rogan.
she's gonna be on
She's gonna be on Rogan, yeah.
Man, I didn't know
Who
that.
interviewed her not
Tim
that
Pool.
long ago? Okay.
Yeah.
That's who did.
And
okay.
someone else did.
I think Lex Friedman maybe.
I think
Or one of the
one
Weinstein.
that I don't know the damn song. Taking down the CCP. What is that?
Oh yeah, from War Room Pandemic.
There
I don't
you
know.
go.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
You gotta watch
You
that.
ever
You gotta
listen to
listen
that
to
show?
that.
The War Room? No.
Yeah, with
Man,
Steve Bannon.
they go hardcore,
Dude,
man.
super hardcore.
They're hardcore. To sometimes it's just like, Pete, please turn it off. I'm done. I'm done with the news.
Can you put some Luis Miguel on?
Because they go too much.
I understand.
They go too much.
We were just talking. It's how much you can take, man.
It is, yeah.
I can't. That's why, like, I can't. Like before bed, when sometimes people be like, "Oh, put on that one." I'm like, "All right, I'm
And
gonna
you
go."
said it's the War Room?
Yeah, War
Yeah.
Room Pandemic with
Okay.
Steve Bannon.
You got to listen to that. It's pretty damn good.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty
It
good.
is.
If you just want to, it's like is it? I don't know. It's like Alex Jones esque in a way, but yeah, kind of. Might not be the best way to describe it. Speaking of too much, we have Nino America on RPT today in 20 minutes.
We gotta cut it short here, but I can't wait to listen to that one.
Yeah, I'm interested.
And who is this guy again?
It's a social media.
He's a personality of sorts. He's when we were talking about like wearing the half and half Mexico U.S. kind of stuff.
He would have not been okay with that.
One of his recent posts is
Why?
Well, I'm interested in finding out. His one of the posts was like Latin, Hispanic, Mexican, all like crossed out American. I was like, all right, cool. I mean, that's cool too. Let's see what's up.
He's
Hardcore. I mean, I appreciate the patriotism. I do, but we'll see what he says.
So do I, but
Yeah.
Well, we can be both.
my G.
We get both the best worlds.
My G. You're up here. I need you down here. But he's
And
hardcore.
what's his name again?
Nino America on
Listen,
Instagram.
let me tell you what I
Nino
enjoy
America.
most. Even though there's some shit I don't agree with him on.
But are we
right?
going to agree with everybody on absolutely
No.
everything?
No.
Thank you.
But my favorite thing about him is his lives.
Yeah. When he goes live, he goes in.
And these people
has people call in and
people
shit?
call in and they don't agree with him and they're arguing with him. He's like, okay, what's your point? Okay. So you call it.
Now I gotta look
it's
this
going like
up.
this. Mercy, he's like, okay, but you calling my phone. You calling my line. So what you got to say? Country as hell. He sounds like Rome.
Oh my God, my husband is so
Hey,
country.
Marissa's husband, she caught him on video.
Yeah.
And I said, Marissa, if I didn't know who
Is
your
he a
husband
black guy?
was.
No, he's
No,
back.
no,
I'll send
okay,
it to you. I'll send him to you.
Okay, yeah.
I said, if I didn't know what Rome looked like, I would think you're married to a white man from Midland, Texas. Because what did you say? Is it red? Yeah, it was about red. It's like total. What's that? King of the Hill.
Hank. Yeah. Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Woo, girl,
He's a
so
Hank
extra.
for sure.
But I told you, he sings Tigres from his soul, girl, and he don't know no Spanish. My goodness.
He doesn't know Spanish?
He doesn't know Spanish. No, he's like all the way American.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I
I can't
mean,
even say anything in Spanish, so, in front of the kids, because we can't speak in code, because Rome doesn't speak Spanish.
That's hilarious. Like when something will be in English and it's like too much English for her for too long. Like
Yeah.
some Mami, español. Like can we? I want to watch another kid, but this one speaks Spanish, and I'm like, okay. It's funny that she'll be ready.
Dude, no wonder he has another account. I can't even look up Nino America and it doesn't even pop up.
Why?
So he has a backup account that's Nino America 1, but his other account has like 20 or 30,000
And
followers.
so does Lexit movement. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Our
Why
What Did
would
He Said
happen?
one is also, you can't tag it anymore.
Which one?
The What Did He Said page?
Oh, you can't tag it
You
anymore.
can't tag it in stories. You can't mention it.
Why?
Oh, because shadow ban.
Yeah, it's just straight up shadow ban.
Damn fucking shame.
You can't even, yeah. Anyway.
What do you guys think? Those who are listening, if you're watching this on YouTube, what do you think? What are your? I want to know what my listeners' like point of view is. Like, I was really surprised at how many people agreed with Pete when he posted the thing about the guy who's a female having a baby.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "This is bullshit. It's not right." Blah blah blah. They call me a bigot. Everybody agreed with that part of his post, right? So. I'm curious as to how many people, how do y'all feel about this, right? Because I don't really know what my followers feel about. Do y'all think like we're allowing too many of the men to come into the female world? Because I do, right? What are we fighting for at this point?
Tim's Dylan take was like, if a man can dress up and look better than a woman, then he deserves to be a woman.
But damn, there's too many of those. That's not fair. Like the Nikita Dragon girl.
Oh, she's gross.
It's like, my God. Okay,
That's
and then
sick.
Kylie's makeup artist, he still looks like a guy from the face. So I guess he doesn't want to be like a full on female, but he definitely went to the same surgeon Kylie Jenner went to because they've got the exact same body. Exact same body. Booty, waist,
Everything.
this curve thing, everything. So he went to Kylie Jenner's surgeon for sure, right? And then it's kind of like there's just some motherfuckers out there that look damn good.
Man, I wish I hated myself that much.
Me too. Damn, that's so true. I just say, fuck it, bitch. We're going to ride this one out.
Yeah, exactly.
All the way to the end.
That's how I feel. I'm just like,
how good can we improve it by ourselves, you know, with what we know? And
that's what I told Pete. I was like, when this baby's done, I said, I'm going to go get these damn spots, like, as lightened as I can. I was like, and I'm going to get this filler on my damn forehead because I'm tired of having about 5 lines right here every time I talk.
I'm going to do the filler. I told y'all that.
Are you?
And,
Okay.
Just right here. Just right here. It metabolizes in 2 years.
Now, I don't want to start looking like a lion,
Yeah.
right? Because they start to look like too much. I don't know what that is.
It's the Botox that fucking makes you look all crazy.
You
It's
don't
the
look
Botox.
like
I don't
Joan
know what
Rivers
that.
look
Yeah,
like.
filler's different.
Yeah, I don't know
from
what the
Botox.
difference is. So I guess I'm gonna have to get that consultation first, and
'Cause
maybe
the
do my own
Botox,
research
it
first.
kills
and
the
then-
nerve.
Yeah, it deadens the nerve, right?
Yeah, it deadens the nerve. So like nothing moves, but the filler just fills in the gap.
Well, see, I don't even know. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to watch a lot of YouTube videos first before I do it,
Yup. And let me know what you find.
because I'm fucking hella scared of anything on my face. I'm scared of.
Yeah.
If you fuck up my body, well, then I just wear a shirt or a one piece and
Call it a day.
call it a day, right? But your face, no. That's why I was afraid to get my eyebrows microbladed.
That's a
Because if
commitment.
you mess them up,
Yup.
I mean, I'm gonna look crazy forever.
She's gonna look mad all the time.
Exactly.
Forever.
Forever.
And the lady I used to teach Zumba for, I never forget her comment to me. Never.
What did this bitch say?
So I don't grow hair. So my eyebrows are probably less than what Rob has over there.
Damn, Rob, you really don't have eyebrows, Whoopi.
I have perfect eyebrows. How dare you?
They're very light. You see how light yours are?
Yeah.
That's probably less than what I did. And then I plucked them because I thought you were supposed to pluck them, and I didn't really have anything to pluck. But anyway, so I remember one day the lady that worked there, she's had so much work done, right? Denies it, but so obvious, and says, "You'd be so much prettier if you got your eyebrows done."
This bitch said you'd be prettier. This
I
bitch.
just looked at her and I said,
Bitch.
I just smiled. Meanwhile, her lip is about this big.
They never look at themselves before they say crazy
She's like
things.
this
do
the
they?
whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Golly. This
Her
girl.
eyebrows look like this the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen those.
So I'm just like, yeah, I just don't want them to be like yours. She's like, no, you can choose. You can choose your shape.
Your
I'm like,
design.
yeah, and I was like, okay. And so I never did it.
What's wrong with looking like Whoopi?
I know, right?
What happened to Megan? She left.
She did.
Megan
I was
left.
surprised.
I was so sick of them.
That damn show's the worst show
I
in the
don't.
world.
I didn't never understood where Megan stood. For 1 minute, I thought she was hardcore Republican, and then all of a sudden,
She is, but that doesn't matter when you have personal relationships.
I know, but
those
she
titles
was-
don't matter.
she was sometimes I
Her
follow her
and-
on Twitter.
Her and the Bidens are like
I know.
that.
That's why, and people were when she came talking about all this shit. The comments, I was like, "Shut up, you Biden supporter! You're not a real Republican." And they're just like talking
fucking
shit.
rhino.
Yeah, that's exactly what they call her. I was like, "What does that stand for, Pete?" And he finally explained to me what it was. But there's people always mad at her, like, "You're not a real Republican.
Yeah.
You blah blah blah. All the money your mom endorsed to Biden and." And they're like, why don't you talk about that shit? And you know what I'm saying? Talk about that on The View.
Those are the people who are really the dumbasses thinking that there's a difference, because there ain't.
So those are
Those
old school-
relationships matter more than a fucking party name.
For sure.
And can Biden just stop looking like this every time he talks?
I need him to stop looking like he's about to die.
He looks
Any
like a
moment.
poltergeist.
Any moment.
Bro, he's like this.
I did the deal.
1 point.
I made the deal.
What was that?
I'm done.
Bro,
On
I
that note,
saw that.
y'all.
I was crying, laughing. I said, Pete, why is he whispering? He's like, I don't know. I did. I was like,
That's some ASMR shit.
I looked around. I was like, who's he doing that to?
That was total ASMR shit.
He's looking
y'all.
at some little girl whispering like that.
Somebody was telling me that Joe Biden, they feel like he's got little baby. Who are not telling me? Where did I hear this? That
Who are
he's
you talking to?
That he's got they feel like he's got little kids' hair stuffed in his pocket, and every now and then he takes it out and smells it.
Okay.
like a child's hair.
Great way to end the podcast,
No kidding.
Marissa.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. For those of you who haven't yet, please check out my Patreon. www.patreon.com/HERR
Lounge Podcast.
Lounge Podcast, and listen to our bonus episode on there. So there you go. See you guys on Friday. Bye.